What's up guys, it's Missy. I am back with another SimCity Buildit video. Today I'm going to do a video on the fastest way to hit 1 million coins. Yeah, pretty cool topic, huh? You're like, I know I'm broke. Alright, so you can basically kiss being broke goodbye because you found Missy's channel on YouTube, and trust me, once you find my channel, you're all good to go. You're not going to be broke no more. You're not going to be struggling no more. As long as you pay attention. Okay? So, fastest way to hit 1 million coins. First, you need to start with, you need to stop all spending. Okay? That's number one. Actually, no. Number one is get your lazy ass over there and hit the subscribe button so that you get notified every time I put up a video. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and yeah, then I'll tell you how to hit 1 million coins. So you're gonna go ahead and cut out all spending. Okay, no more war, no more well, you can do the contest of mayors, you just gotta be careful, you know, that you're not doing too many epic projects during that time. If you want to save, I mean, you can play competitively and still stack up, you know, coins. But if you really want to go like super quick and get those coins stacked up, I recommend taking time off from the contest of mayors. You can still play it casually, and that way you don't miss out on any points or anything. You know, do the assignments that come easy to you that don't affect your production. Now, put some of those epics that you have to good use. There is a reason why making these epics is so essential. You know, even though a lot of people can stack up, you know, tokens through the contest and all that, the point is that your city can regenerate that stuff back to you by just simply being there. By having this house over that house, you are provided with a token that can speed up production that could ultimately give you money 12 times faster. So it's definitely beneficial to run tokens. Now, what you're going to do first off is, like I said, cut all spending. You know, no more shopping on the global market. You know, just give it a couple days. You know, so for, let's say 3 days, you're going to just make these items as listed. And I don't know what level you are, so, you know, bear with me here. If you're lower level, it's going to take a little bit longer to hit 1 million coins because you don't have as many high valued items unlocked. But as long as you're level 24 and you have tokens unlocked, you can still hit 1 million coins relatively easily. Best way to hit 1 million coins, you're going to first start off with filling up your barn with flour. Okay, you're going to hit that thing with a times 12 token as many times as you can. If you can run flour on a times 12 token for 4 hours, do it. You know, as long as you have the textiles and the seeds for it, go for it. Then you're going to run side by side, you're going to run tokens on donuts. Okay, so you've got your flour and you've got your donuts. Now on a normal speed for a, you know, a normal level player, like right around normal level player, right around I want to say when you unlock your 3-star shop, you bring in roughly, I believe it's $38,000 from the donut shop on a normal speed. Okay, so let's say that you were to, you know, speed that up 3 hours of running tokens, you could easily push over 100K a day on just donuts, right? Now you have this shop. Okay, now this shop, the building supplies store, if you are able to actually sit here and continuously add items, then absolutely make nails. Just sit there and make nails, as many nails as you can make on a times 12 token. And even if it's not on a times 12 token, consistently making nails, they sell like crazy. Okay, they fly off the shelf They are extremely profitable. They're quick. I mean, there's no better thing to make the nails. And every hour is when you have to fill in the shop at a normal rate. It's like 44 minutes or something. So, that's good, right? So if you have a 3-star shop, then you make a nail in 4 minutes time. As you can see here, we have 11 slots. That means every 44 minutes we would need to refill our shop, which isn't really, that big of a deal considering it's just with metal. So now you're making quite a bit of nails from, or money from the nail shop. You've got quite a bit of money being made from the donuts and the flour. Now when you go to this shop, this one isn't really going to bring in a whole lot of coin, but the items are required for other shops to bring in quite a bit of coin. So anything that you can do with this shop, usually what I tell people is to put a ×4 token on this shop consistently and make hammers, tape measures, and shovels. Okay? This is going to keep your furniture store running. Let's talk about garden first. So it's going to let you make grass and saps if needed. Now saps, right now you're not going to be making because you're not going for you're going for maximum coin. So right now, depending on what level you are, of course, you're going to want to make gnomes if you can buy the glue. You can also make cement if you don't have time to sit there and deal with the nails. Any cement and glue that you can buy on the global market, absolutely do so and run gnomes. So let's say you find a whole bunch of cement and glue on global and you're able to run some ×12 tokens. I would run them on gnomes, okay? Then if not and you have a bunch of shovels, you can go ahead and make grass. Grass makes significantly faster than saps. It takes 1 less seed and it sells for like 90 coins or so less. So it's definitely more profitable than saps. Okay, the next thing here is chairs. You're gonna want to make chairs. If you can make them consistently, that would be good. You can put those nails to good use, or at least some of. And blue textiles, okay? Because those take a tape measure and 2 textiles. Point being is you're gonna need to make quite a bit of textiles. Now, why is it that sugar is found on the global market so much? Somebody had mentioned that the other day. Well, if you pay very close attention, sugar is the one item, the one factory item that there's very little items that call for sugar, right? You've got, let's see. This one, you've got yogurt, which most people don't make. It's a very low profitable item. You've got coffee, which again is a really low profitable item to produce for coin. And then you have donuts. And donuts are extremely profitable. Now, a lot of people will complain once the sugar's gone, right? Because they can't do their donut production. Because they realize, oh shit, I actually, use sugar quite a bit to make donuts. Now, people don't realize that just because the sugar's gone doesn't mean you're just going to all of a sudden see, oh my god, amounts of rares. It doesn't work that way. So they find the same amount of rares, except for now they just can't make their donuts and stuff. So it really sucks when the sugar's gone. So anybody here who complains about sugar, trust me, it's really not worth complaining about. You'd miss it if it wasn't around. You're not going to find any more rares with it gone. Okay, so let's see here. Let me collect some of this stuff. I got a task I'm working on here. Get this put down. Okay, so next thing is the fast food shop. Now this one, if you have the melons, pink drinks are a pretty decent item in terms of profit. This shop is a shop where a lot of the items make very quickly. and the items required to make them are pretty expensive items or time consuming, right? Hang on just a second. Okay. All right. So, basically any of the items that you can purchase, you know, for these, some of these are not worth making, like popcorn and stuff is something that you would make to have on hand rather than make for profit. If you have extra flour, you can make pizza, saying that you purchased the beef and the cheese. That's a really good profitable item. If you purchase the rolls and the cream, make ice cream, as that is a really nice profitable item. Do not make burgers, okay? Don't even get me started on the stupid burgers. Those things are such a waste of time. All right. Now, burger farming is another method used to get coins quickly. That is basically where you buy a bunch of burgers and you sell them to the sim bubbles that pop up. Now, you know, that I'm not real popular with that, you know, like I don't care much for it. I don't like that playstyle. You know, I would rather not have to fill my inventory with a shit ton of burgers and then sell them to the sim bubbles, and yeah, no. Not my playstyle. So, anybody here who does that, kudos to you. Thank you for cleaning up the global market and taking off the burgers for us all, because, man, I can't tell you how annoying it is to see burgers and endless amounts of burgers. All right, next thing here. So, this shop requires a lot of textiles. Now, again, we're going to make a million coins rather quickly, right? So, the best thing that we can do is maximize our profits in every store. You're going to make caps, okay? Day and night, if you want to run tokens on them, go ahead. You're going to bring in about 18,000 every 24 hours at a normal speed. So any additional tape measures and textiles run tokens on the caps. Same with the blue textiles, because they take the same exact materials and they sell for almost the same price, 10 coins difference. Okay, this store is pretty simple. You're either going to do bulbs or TVs. TVs are technically higher in value and profit, but not by much. Only, you know, it's very minuscule. So run TVs and or bulbs consistently, okay? Now, with this particular guide, you should bring at a normal rate right about, I think it's 90,000 a day on the level 18 production guide. And it's significantly higher for the players that are above level 18. That's at the normal speed, okay? Now, what else can we do to maximize our income? Okay, so we're trying to get to 1 million coins as fast as possible. So the next method, we've got our production line in order. Okay, so we've got all of our shops making all of these high profitable items at a max. You know, we've maximized our shops. We've got them all speeding up. We've got 4 times token on our hardware store. We've got as many 12 times tokens running as we can think of, you know, and keep up with. Now what else do we need to do? Well, we need to cut all spending. As I said a little bit ago, no more doing war deliveries, no more doing airport deliveries. You shouldn't be doing airport deliveries anyways, unless you actually like building airport homes and you're in need of airport items, as those are not profitable, okay? Shipments. The shipping docks, they're a big waste of money too, unless you're doing them for the contest of mayors or because you like those homes. I wouldn't do either one of those, the airport or the shipping dock. The next thing is war deliveries and war repair and things like that. That is a huge money eater, okay? It's going to take a lot of coins. So you stop donating all of your freaking items to war. It's no different than doing an epic, except for you don't get anything in return, except for more war stuff. You're basically taking those items and you're trashing them and turning them into points. And those points are basically you're getting Chuck E. Cheese prizes, basically, with your points. They're like, here, have a war booster. Good job, you know. And you're just destroying everything that you donate. So now that you've cut out war, you've cut out all of these other things, you know, that are costing you money. You're going to stop doing house upgrades, if you are doing them anyway. So basically, you're cutting out anything that would cost you money, okay? You're going to check your happiness and make sure it's within the 90% zone. Make sure that you're collecting your taxes. The next thing that you're going to do is you need to make sure that you're selling all of your items for max price. Never sell items for base price. It's an absolute waste. We have a really badass feature within the game, and it's Daniel. And I know you're probably like, wait, what? He's an asshole. No, he's actually really awesome. He cleans up the game and makes it to where it's tolerable, right? So can you imagine having to wait for those items to sell and not having Daniel buy the things that you don't want? Like ammo crates. How many people here wait for Daniel to buy their ammo? A lot of people, right? How many people wait for Daniel to buy their burgers? Yeah, exactly. So what you can do is you can take the TVs and stuff, the more hard to sell items, put them all the way to the right, and that way you don't have to be bothered by them sitting there for a while. One of the techniques that you can use to sell items faster is post them like this. Okay, so like, for example, 5 couches. Everybody knows that the price is the 90.50. So if you drop it below and you do 89.999, everybody's going to know that and be like, oh, well, that's not a deal. You know, everybody knows that trick. But if you max it out and you drop it below and you make both end numbers, so you got 89.14. Well, what if we did... Okay, 84.33. So the second digit is below a 5 and the last digit is below a 5. This basically tricks people into thinking that they're getting a much better deal than they actually are because the numbers are significantly lower, whereas if it would have said 8999, people would have been like, oh gee, thanks for the penny off. Or even 8933, people wouldn't have made that connect either. They would have been like, oh well, gee, that's not really a deal either. But when you lowered the second number below 5, it looks way more appealing. Okay, so you've got all of your stuff priced at maximum. You know, you're selling all of your stuff for max price, whether you have to wait for Daniel or not. And then another thing that you guys need to do, and I know a lot of you guys don't do this, some of you might, but a lot of you don't, and that is you're going to go to all of these stupid little coins that pop up around your city like this, and you're going to look at the prices on them, okay? So you're going to first see if what they're asking for is a really good deal. Okay, so like 20 ice cream. Do the math on it and see if what they're offering is more than what you can sell it for through your depot. If it is, then go on the global market and purchase 20 ice cream and you have a guaranteed sale right there. Okay? As long as it exceeds the value that you can sell it for in your depot. And that's basically what burger farming is, except for, you know, it's only done with burgers. Now, if you do this and you go through all of these things, like let's say this one, for example, isn't worth it, then you just click no and you move on to the next one. You know, and a lot of times it's going to ask you for rares and stuff, so don't sell your rares. But you can get like up to like a 30% markup on some of these sim bubbles that pop up, which it's really actually nice to, you know, easily sell like a cap for, let's say, 1,000 coins, whereas it would have been 600. That's an extra 400 coins. So every time you come back from, maybe if you're shopping on Global, if you do any shopping on Global, buy stuff that is at base price or low and then sell it for more. Okay? That's another good way to get money. But again, you can get sometimes even more money by selling them to the sim bubbles that pop up, and then it's a guaranteed sale. You don't have to worry about somebody buying it, you know? You do that stuff, trust me, you'll hit 1,000,000 coins in no time. I would say if you were consistent about it and you really did stop all spending, maximized your shops, and then the next thing is when you're making these items and when you're playing normally, what you have to do is you have to remember that everything that you sell and have to make later is a hit against you. So having a well-rounded inventory is very, very, very important. Making sure that you guys are refreshing your building supplies is very important. Okay, so if you're doing epic projects, if you're doing war and epics are the two most expensive things in the game. Okay, basically what you got to remember that, let's say that it takes you, let's see, it takes you 24 minutes to make flour, and then it takes you an additional 36 minutes to make the donut itself. And this is saying that you're purchasing the materials. Otherwise, you would have to include the time that it takes to make all the materials. So saying that you purchase the materials and you have to make these two items, it's probably like a couple hundred coins profit after you purchase the materials, right? That being said, you see how fast it goes when you do an epic project and you donate 5 grand. When it takes X amount of time to earn just a couple hundred coins, and here you are donating 5 donuts like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Or $1,000 in war items for a $1,000 war item in return just to trash the war item. Either way, it's being junked. So it adds up real fast. Epics and war just basically destroy your coins. Okay? So if you want to hit 1,000,000 coins as fast as possible, you do those couple things, you'll be good to go. Maximize your shops, cut all spending, maximize your sales, sell to the sim bubbles that pop up. Do not purchase a bunch of road upgrades, police, health, fire, services, all of those things. No. What you should be doing is you should set your roads up to never need upgraded again. And if you don't know how to do that, you can check out my video that says never upgrade roads again. And that way you're not spending all of your hard-earned coins on road upgrades. Then you have your services, which if you're not going up in population, your services shouldn't be rising. You shouldn't need to constantly upgrade your services unless you're constantly going up in population. Now, if you're somebody who thinks that you need to have a high pop city in order to be successful, that is not true. Having a high pop city is purely for your own entertainment, as it brings very little benefit to your actual game. It does, however, it will increase your taxes, but not by much. It's a very small amount, okay? And once you deal with all of the extra services that are required, the little bit of tax increase that you do get is not worth it. So for those of you guys who are, really wanting to not be broke and wanting to hit 1,000,000 coins, if you do everything that I said in this video, you will hit 1,000,000 coins in no time. Depending obviously on how many tokens you run and stuff. will have a huge impact on the length of time it takes, but trust me, it won't take you long at all. Now, when you do, however, start to go back to your game normally, just remember that coins go so fast. They really do. They go super, super fast. So what you should do is make sure that whatever it is that you're spending your coins on is beneficial. You know, when you do war, do it for whatever reason you're playing. Are you doing war because you actually enjoy it, or are you doing war because it's for the contest? If it's purely for the beneficial purposes, then you would say, no, I only do war for the purpose of, you know, actually benefiting, which would be the contest and mayors and all that. Then you can introduce yourself back into epics, and you can say, okay, what's the most efficient way that I can do my epics? I have videos on all that stuff. You guys should have as many pointers as possible, and you know, do your epics. Try to be as cost effective as possible when doing your epics, as they are very expensive. But like I said, in order for you guys to benefit and to actually stack up coins, you got to bring in more than you're putting out. And I don't think people realize just how much the stuff that they're doing costs. Like, people don't, when people do an epic project, for example, what they'll do is they'll start the epic and they'll look at the coins that they had before they started the epic. And then what they'll do is they'll donate all these items, run all these tokens, and you know, collect their taxes and all this stuff, sell all their other stuff, and then they'll say, well, that epic didn't cost me anything. I gained 10 grand because I collected this or that. The only way to know how much an epic truly costs is to record everything that you donate. Okay, so typically what I would do is I do a screen recorder, kind of like what I'm doing with you guys here, and then I go back through and I'm able to just watch the video, and I can write down and calculate all of the items that I donated, and this will give me an exact amount of items that I did in fact donate. Going based on the starting and end balance is not accurate at all, because you're not including your inventory, for starters. You're not including the fact that you've collected money elsewhere, and the fact that you know, you're not purchasing all of the items that are donated, right? So basically, if you donate 5 caps, it's not taking the $3,000 out of your coins, it's just donating the 5 caps because it's in your inventory, right? So to say that that epic didn't cost you anything, that would be false. Alright, you guys, good luck. For those of you who haven't liked and subscribed, make sure you do that. And if anybody here is interested in joining our Facebook page, where we put up all of our guides, videos, things like that, you're more than welcome to join us if you type in SimCity Buildit MissyAnneYT. We recently did a design challenge where we paid out 1 million coins to the winner. That person has been paid. Their design has been posted to the Facebook page, and we will be doing another one probably in the next week or two. So if you have a design that you would like to submit, you're more than welcome to. Anybody here who's following the Missy's Building Guide, if you could log your progress and send it to me on Facebook, that would be a huge help. I've been just kind of tracking, you know, people's progress and seeing how well people do. And pretty much everybody is right on track. You know, everybody who's sent me their stuff is all about the same. So it's good to know that it is in fact working, you know, evenly for everybody. Alright, you guys, good luck, and yeah. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. Let me know how this works for you. And if you have any questions or video requests, you're more than welcome to put them in the comments below. Share my content on Reddit, Facebook, whatever you got to do to get my name out there. And I will see you guys next time.